We found 5 of the most financially destroyed people ever. One guy gambled his house away. $180,000 income, still broke. TikTok shopping, payday loans. And the worst part? They think they're fine. They're not just broke. They're financially fucked.
This guy makes millions, but he's still completely financially fucked. Caleb couldn't even tell if he's a genius or totally delusional.
In floors now he's got like a Rolex and he like does all the, yeah, I gave it to him.
Why is an assistant's assistant getting a Rolex?
What? Why would he not? He's awesome. He's a nice kid.
Is it in the budget? I mean, he might be a nice
but
kid.
Here's the thing. I value like my relationships and connections, and like if you are loyal and a nice person, I don't really care about the budget. Like I'll go over budget just to like, you know, go to, but the Rolex is in budget.
That.
Yes, but it's not a horrible thing. But either way, the Rolex is very cheap. Like it was like $10,000.
This dude runs his entire life on vibes. Numbers don't matter at all.
That makes you millions of dollars that you got a better angle of what, that's what is filming right here. It's like, dude, you can't quantify. It's kind of like my whole life, it's kind of been like, if the vibes seem right, go for it.
Vibes.
And then it's like, dude, what the f you need such a big office for? Because the vibes, bro. You like the vibes.
It's not the vibes.
No. You
I
can't
got
tell me
this
as
office.
the viewers seen your office.
Yeah.
Absurdly large.
And this is where everything completely falls apart.
No, you don't. You can't pay your bills on 1,000 hours a month.
Oh, I pay. All my employees live for free, eat for free.
Is he contractor?
I don't know what that means.
Is he W-2? Is he a full-time employee? Because there's like
full-time.
federal law, full-time. You probably have to pay him $42,000 a year minimum, or else you're going to be in breach of some kind of federal regulation.
All right, Edward, you gotta go then, bro, because I'm not paying you no 42. No, the point is,
Well, I was trying to get you a raise, not fired. I'm sorry.
I don't know. That's gambling.
How do you gamble a house? Not actually
Right?
gamble a house,
Like I
though.
literally gambled it away.
Like
It's like a
legally?
joke,
You
like,
did not.
Everyone, that's what I say. Everyone's like, oh, like I gambled away the house. I'm one of the first people, if not the first person, to quite literally gamble my house away. And we did. This is not a joke at all. This happened about a month ago. There's
actually
proof.
happened?
There's everything. I did a coin flip with Steve Will Do It, and he put up $2 million,
I know that name.
and I put up the house. So if I won, I would have gotten free $2 million.
Wait. First of all, how would you even pay that? Because I did at least, there's not $2 million here. Like,
Oh, I bought the house like a long time ago.
Okay, what was the house worth?
Well, I have 600 or 700 down, and then it's a $1.9 million appraisal. And so one of my deals is I get money to gamble, and that's through cryptocurrency.
Oh.
So they give me crypto to gamble, and sometimes I lose that, sometimes I win that. And a lot of the times, like this chain, I paid.
What, steak? I don't know that one. Okay.
Yeah, and so like this chain I bought in crypto. So it's like that never even
How much
went.
was that?
50,000.
This is the moment Caleb realizes this guy is never going to be stable.
So maybe I got appraised 1.85, and then we coin flipped at 1.9.
Okay, so like, I don't know if you get caught up in a drama or if you just like stop being creative somehow and you don't have anything. You just lost $2 million. How are you surviving the rest of your life? You just lost $2 million.
Bad that I was in the college in a frat, and one of the schemes was a literal scam. We were trying to, this was before Pump Fun. I was like actually going in and coding my own meme coins, trying to rug pull people, and it cost about $1,000 in making it and liquidity and everything. Either way, I had like $20,000 to my name at the time. I was so bad. I couldn't get anybody to buy my scam. So I ended up losing like $20,000 trying to scam people. So yeah, and you know what was nice? He gave me a $700,000 car.
Oh, what a king.
Bro, that's such a nice gesture that he won $2 million. He didn't have to give me shit. He risked his own $2 million for that. He won a bet fair and square, and he said, you know what, I feel bad. Here's a $700,000 Lamborghini. I didn't need the Lamborghini at the time, but it's still a nice like gesture. But the point being is that the best experiences, it's like an expensive membership to a country club. And also, in some cases, the country club paid.
Listen, if you're so moral now, why'd you just start a supplement company and immediately gamble $250,000 of it without telling your business partners? Then you lost it. Is that moral? I feel like that's their money and that's their business.
And somehow, he still thinks he's successful.
Successful.
Hold on. How do you quantitate success? Because your net worth, as far as I see on paper, isn't anything substantial. I'll be completely honest.
That I get to do whatever I want. I'm on you time. I get to do
For now.
whatever I want, whenever I want. For now, but it is now.
Until
right?
your
And I live in the
audience
moment.
ages out.
And I've always been on my own time, do whatever I want. Me and my friends.
Caleb literally calls it out. This guy has zero control.
That's the thing. I don't know if you could. You might gamble it. You might lose it. I don't think you could say I could
but
spend less.
You don't know, but I know because I know above any addiction that I have, I care about people above all else, right? So
Says every addict.
Me. Everything I do,
Okay.
I'm gonna win
What the
at.
fuck is that?
So it doesn't matter if it's YouTube. I could go over and become Mr. Olympia. And I could be the best bodybuilder in the world. I could go to the moon if I wanted to, and then I'm gonna get rich. You know what I mean?
Objectively, no. How are you going to the moon?
Factually, I could, and you can't.
How? Define
It's
that.
not important how because I could.
Yes, it is.
And that's what you don't
If you
understand.
say
about me
you
is that
can-
I live on Mars. I can do anything, and I will do. Would that happen?
It happens to people all the time. Businesses go under every single day. Billionaires go to zero. This happens, and you're not special in that regard.
Are you kidding me?
in
Dude,
that regard, compared to people who've built billion-dollar businesses, no.
and you're telling me they just lost their $1 billion business, income zero, and then they die?
Yes, you never know. With
That does not happen. And
Dude,
B, it would never
absolutely.
happen
With,
to me.
like, tax
you cannot
fraud?
speak that into existence because that would never happen
Well,
to
I
me.
hope it doesn't.
He ignores reality and just trusts vibes.
No problem. You have to understand
with
this.
your
You
overhead
don't
of
understand.
$750 a
You don't
month.
understand
$250.
that karma is a very real thing. I think because
Hey, the
I
Asian side
am
of you is coming
so
out.
charitable that I'll always have the universe working for me. It's not about the numbers. It's about the vibes. I'm trying to explain to you how important the vibes are of this life. And it's
This couple is making almost $5,000 a month, but they're still completely financially fucked. They're about to have a baby, and they're treating money like a game.
You're about to be a mother of a child, and you're being given an allowance.
Sometimes I feel like he overspends.
That's inaccurate. She spends a lot of money.
You're totally just going with this?
Well, I don't know. He's just the man of the house.
You're getting on her at the beginning?
Yes.
You're getting on her f***ing
I also
Maybe you should have put it in her ass so we don't have a kid coming.
because she spends a lot of money. I spend a lot of money on her, but I still spend it. So it's
Thoughts on that? Because that's a heavy
he's-
thing to throw
He
out.
spends money too, but
Why
I
don't you
spend
throw
it.
it right to her?
the
Then?
grocery
Yes.
order, in
Is
our
that a
grocery
number?
order, I buy 4 24 packs to get us through 2 weeks. And he's usually
so I have 3 at home, and then I
Yeah.
take 1 to work.
Okay,
But
so you're at like 500.
yeah.
Like you're already, again, we're killing our, now we've killing our body in 3 ways.
Yeah. Well, so I've tried to quit cigarettes in the past, and
It's hard.
yeah.
I know
Oh
it's
yeah,
hard.
no, I've been smoking since I was 13.
Okay, that's not good.
So yeah. Oh yeah,
Don't do
no,
that.
definitely not. I agree with that.
Can
but-
we at least switch to vapes? Like there's,
so I can have a collapsed lung. There's risk.
I was almost a domestic.
Yeah,
but I mean
but she's had a lot of switches.
I haven't bought any more switches. I've bought 2.
She bought
He's
no
bought-
two.
switches?
2 is a lie. 2 is a lie.
I had
Why the f would you have 2 switches?
So she got a credit card for GameStop specifically
I-
to get a Switch Lite.
I got the Switch Lite.
She
'cause
had
it
the
was-
Switch Lite for a week, hated it, upgraded to a Switch.
When did you return?
I
She did, but you had to
I-
pay extra on
I
top
traded-
because the
like, I
light
tra-
is cheap.
'cause I
And
got-
then
I traded
no,
it
hold
in.
on, no, don't do that yet. Give me a minute. And then 2 weeks later, she wanted the OLED.
What do you think it is? 3, 2, 1, 4.
1.
Why do you think it's possibly middle down the road? Why does she think it's middle down the road?
To be fair, she doesn't know what your financial scores are based off of, and I do. So
But like 10 being the absolute best, 0 being the absolute worst. You think you're middle of the road?
I think
I mean,
Did you hear the numbers I just went over?
I mean,
What do you have going for you?
like we pay our bills every month. So I mean,
Do you? There will be no late payments as I go through this. And I don't know. I have not been through these.
I'm pretty sure there will 30.
No, that's not possible. No, that's literally not possible. Paid to date has already been 1,155. What the f are you talking about?
Oh, I had to change the price. So it was going to be, and then they didn't have the graphics card I wanted for it. So I think he got like a 2070
An upgraded
or
graphics
something.
card?
Yeah. Because I wanted to give him a 2060, but they didn't have them.
Why the f are you even getting this, dude? This makes no sense. And now you're paying minimum monthly payments on this forever. What's
So-
the interest rate on this? I bet it has interest rate. Oh, there's a new way after this. My goodness, he's full game goon.
that one's my fault.
Yeah, that's her.
That's,
You game goon too?
No,
that
she
was-
does not.
That was for the Steam Deck that I wanted.
That has now been sold.
Yeah.
This is just crazy. Let's continue down the stack. Okay, Cyber Power PC.
Oh.
That's the one. Yeah, that company. So that was my we're not having a kid purchase, and they sent it with.
So let's get a goon machine. I'm confused.
Well,
Well-
his computer was old, and I had told him, I'm like, you
What's
have
old?
like his
old.
older
It was like a
computer.
1050, not Ti. It
And-
couldn't run anything.
And I had told
at all.
him, I
not
was
even
like,
YouTube. Well,
I had said, you never buy anything for yourself. You're always buying stuff for me. I was like, why don't you go ahead and just splurge and buy yourself something nice?
$3,354 is
Yeah.
a nice computer.
yeah, they sure should have been.
What?
Oh, that company needs to burn to the ground. So they sent.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
No, she knows.
I
She's
know,
closer to
I mean,
their
he
mom
always
than I
tells
am.
me whenever she'll be like, hey, she called. They need this, and like, he'll,
Yeah, it's
you know.
just sporadic. It's not like scheduled payments.
What's their
but it's
income situation for their house?
Not good. I don't
Yeah,
get told specifically. I just told her if she ever needs money for the kids, let me know.
And then we have another one that's coming in, and then
Yes.
we're spending literally double, not double, but close to double what we're making. Our bad debt situation is insane at like like $70,000. No, $72,000 of bad debt. And
Hey, the
then-
one silver lining is I get free childcare, so I don't have to pay for daycare when she's here. So
Yippee.
Right? It's expensive.
This guy makes $68,000 a year, but he's completely financially fucked because of one stupid obsession.
$12,000 for a
$1,000 for a
Frenchie?
third of a Frenchie.
How do you get a third of a Frenchie?
So co-ownership.
what
so
the at a
that's
nicer place?
not what you're actually gonna get. I
I'm
looked
saying
around a
rent,
lot.
asshole.
Well, you said your mortgage, asshole.
I've never seen this in my life.
Fell in love with one of the animals, bought that animal, paid.
What the
$6,500. I bought half of that dog.
You bought half of a dog.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it was kind of one of those things where I got a little on the first one. So I got in on the second one in a better deal.
No. 1,200. You just spent
12,000.
12,000 for a third of a dog.
12,000.
12,000 for a third of a dog.
Just wait until we get to the studs.
The what?
The studs, the boys. Because these the moms, right? So I bought one of the first litter because I didn't get anything from the first litter of the dog that I paid $12,000 for 1/3 of. I only got a third of the second and third litter. We didn't end up having a third litter. So I paid $12,000 for 1/3 of one litter. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Full radio silence, stole the dogs. There was conversation of us going and kicking her door down and taking all of her animals.
Mob?
The
mob for dogs?
It was getting there. It was getting there. We ended up trying to be good people, and we left it be because it was one of those things where it's like,
I don't know if that's good people.
I'm not going to jail over some
Well,
shit
no,
that-
I think there's a difference between doing nothing and breaking in someone's door,
yeah, there's a difference, and there's a middle ground.
of which is what I would have done.
What I did was I commented on all of her Facebook posts, and I started talking my shit and trying to, leave a little bit of a mark on her business, but obviously that's not going to do all that much.
Not in your position.
No, not in my position one bit. But yeah, she stole 3 dogs from me. I hate this woman with a burning passion. I've been taking care of stuff as it's coming, but it's putting me in a really tough position.
Yeah, by the way, why is a third of a dog $12,000 when the litter of that dog is $2,000 a dog?
Well, so these people had also just gotten into the business. Their first year, they made $200,000 cash out, made money. The economy crashed.
Wait,
and,
when?
COVID. So like,
COVID's when everyone was spending money on dogs. You remember when everyone got a dog? COVID.
yeah, and then the end of COVID, right? So
The end of COVID, the economy was doing fine. Inflation, okay, the market crashed, but the job market was still good.
yeah, but nobody was spending $8, $10, $12, $15,000 on a
Who the
Frenchie
f-
anymore.
would in general? That's insane.
Rich people, man. But yeah, so they made $200K, right? And that's what I got in on the premise of. And then, a year went by, I had a litter. I didn't get anything from that litter. I bought half of a dog from that litter. They made money on that.
This couple is making decent money, but they're completely financially fucked because he controls everything and she's a performative champagne socialist.
Requires? What is he, your daddy? What the f is
He
happening?
pays my bills.
Kind of. The VA does. I do. Hello, that's me.
For the most part, it's him.
Why pay for your degree of what you're getting an art degree? So you're forcing her to go to school and you're okay with the art degree?
I mean, that wasn't the first degree that we talked about.
Should be the last.
Originally, there was talk of being
psychologist, a psychiatrist, or
Well, you look like
couple
you just
different
give
paths.
everyone their mental health TikTok the diagnostic medicine regardless of anything. I don't know if I would want you to be a psychiatrist.
I don't think
You
I
just
should be a
enable
psychiatrist.
everyone. If her business is making if their business is making $50,000 without here we go, without them putting any effort, it's like I'm learning English again, I swear. I'm so sorry. I'm not intending to be
appreciate it.
disrespectful. Without them putting effort into their business, $50,000 without a lift of a finger practically right now. Imagine what it could be if she's actually...
let's be real, that's revenue.
Yes, it's revenue. But if she... Oh my...
That's not profit. Like at the end,
That's marketplace.
And then that way I can also like pay them to go sell at the events. They can start getting more experience for themselves. I've even thought about doing like the 3-month internship into like
Well, don't
full-time job.
overcomplicate it. Listen, I mean, here's the reality. The fact is, there's a big disconnect here. I know people like you. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but you and your family have ingrained in your brain the degree collection mentality. You think college and education is above all else, but you don't realize the actual education that happens when scaling a business. You don't realize the actual education that happens out in the real world outside of just a classroom. Classroom isn't the only place you learn in this world. People that just...
No,
How long did you strip?
about 4 years.
What? You were full titty, flapping. Mm-hmm. Butthole.
Yep.
You went butthole?
I had to do nude when I went
It was
to
the 18
DC.
plus bars?
Yep.
Oh, that shit's intense.
yeah.
Did you ever do anything under the table?
Nope.
I've been told that happens.
It does. I don't
saw it
think it's
happen?
worth it. I've seen other people do
it's
it.
probably not worth it.
It's
That's
definitely not
crazy.
worth it.
Well,
No,
that's
it
good.
lowers yourself usually.
Huh?
Yeah,
It
kind of
lowers what you make. Like
It lowers what you
overall.
make, and it also lowers what everybody
How
else
do you
can
know
make.
that? That's weird. I can tell you guys are pretty progressive, right? Okay, very good. We love that. Where's the woman empowerment? It's only empowering when they're showing areolas. And you won't empower her to go make a business on her own. And then you want to back out and go pursue a degree collection. But the entrepreneur actually bringing in $50,000 to a small business, selling butts and political messages. You can't support that. Where's the woman empowerment there?
I would say I just don't see the ability to scale the business in the same way.
I
that
literally
can see
brought
this.
up like 3 ways to potentially do it that immediately your brain didn't even bring up, and they were the most simple things ever. I don't think your lack of ability to see a business being able to scale because you've never been an entrepreneur in your life and your family's never been an entrepreneur in their entire lives because they're degree collectors has anything to do whether or not she should. Your ability to see it is insignificant and pointless.
Had to build something.
Had to?
Yeah.
You would die without it.
I wouldn't be able to finish my work. I have simulations that take up 32 gigs of VRAM, take up
The school that
Easily.
you're studying with doesn't have a rig for this.
No, they don't actually. It's actually really shitty
Then why are you there in a shitty program?
because it's a really highly rated program.
He's a
Highly rated, yet they don't provide any resources.
at
This
Johns
makes no
Hopkins.
sense.
I smoked pot with Johnny Hopkins.
Yeah, it makes no sense that they wouldn't provide. That's so f***ing stupid.
yeah.
No, it is.
Well, so what was
Especially with
the
how much
output?
you
What
pay
did you
for-
spend on that?
I think in total, all the parts, and I recycled some old parts too.
You did not recycle old parts.
No, my GPUs. I kept the old GPUs.
One part.
That's 2 parts.
This 50-year-old woman makes $180,000 a year, but she's completely financially fucked with over $400,000 in bad debt and no assets. She owes the IRS for years, takes out payday loans, and still buys designer, goes on vacations, and shops on TikTok Shop.
$400,000 of bad debt without any assets, as far as I know. Yeah, you're 50.
Yes.
Why are you in debt for TikTok Shop?
I just want to pay it out.
What is pay it out?
Like pay it out over time.
You can't. Your minimum payments are stacked up. Everything is so stacked. Oh, whoa! That was the end of the debt. The fattest of stacks we have ever seen. Why is this possibly so thick and fat?
Well, lots of reasons. Can't really blame it on one reason, but I have.
Can you blame it on anything other than yourself?
Mostly myself, yes. I have been in a marriage for 13 years where we had lots of unemployment on his side.
Oh, okay.
His side, lots of years, probably half of the marriage, I would
Half
say.
of the marriage. How? What did he do?
He's in IT.
Okay, so
Just lots of
He
job
couldn't
losses,
find other jobs.
not jobs that he was willing to take. So,
Okay, that makes some sense.
So it kind of started out my first year of being self-employed.
Just miscellaneous bullshit. $1,500 on miscellaneous bullshit. Also, we're gonna have you take a little sip of water because you got the going on, which is okay. It happens. But we're doing it for you, the audience. I think everyone, we get a little
right.
nervous on camera. It's okay.
Sorry.
Totally good. nothing bad. So what are we making in this consulting job?
Probably about 185.
Good you make a shit ton of money. How long have you made this much money?
Probably off and on for the past 5 or 6 years. I started consulting.
How much did you make when you were the single mom? Like that was the card we pulled
Less than
immediately.
50.
Okay, well, less than 50 when?
In 2011, I was making $48,000 a year.
Okay.
So
okay.
13 years ago. She doesn't want to have to work a second job, and she, wants to be able to go and do fun stuff. And it's
welcome to the real world, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta work for your shit, okay? You're not entitled to nothing. I mean, you can give her whatever. If you want her to be a spoiled brat her whole life, she can be.
Yeah, no.
If that's what you want.
I don't.
Oh, okay. Then
I
I
don't
think
want her to
we're
grow
gonna.
up and be like me. So, with finances.
Yeah. Well, were you spoiled?
My mom helped me. Not.
Is this how you can get a great return on investment from our stuff? But there's such a risk. I'd say like 95% of the things out there that want you to get into their program.
Right.
Pedal. You're not a credit card person. You don't know how to use credit cards.
No, I don't.
I need you to close it. Are you going to get another house? Do you want to own a home?
At some point, I just don't know for sure where I want to settle.
Okay. I'm okay with credit for a bit and then maintaining and trying to grow it once we have a bit more discipline. I just can't have you access to credit. You don't know how to manage it in any way possible. If anything, use a card like the Fizz card that's it's usually more geared towards college students, but like a charge card where you put the money on and you can only spend the money you put on.
I really don't know.
We are at $63,000 of unpaid taxes, but that's incorrect because you have 2 years, 2022, 2023, and we're going to have 2024 of unpaid taxes. It's probably going to be like $120 something thousand of unpaid taxes, which is insane. Has the IRS not looked at you for these last couple of years? Do you have no fear of an audit? I mean, the no file these last few years?
I don't have a fear of audit because I actually do keep my books fairly well. I just haven't paid them, but I do have accurate books and records. So I'm not worried about the audit, but I do worry about them, coming after me.
Yes,
but that's why we've been paying them.
But you haven't filed for
right. No, I know
2 years. So
I know.
What?
Yeah.
So what do you mean we've been paying them? We're not paying them. We're not filing.
Well, we're on a payment plan with them.
For the ones you have filed.
Right. Yes, not for